beginning with an extraordinary new development in the tension between President Trump and Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. In a video last night, Powell said the Department of Justice is investigating whether he lied to Congress about the central bank's renovation project. He said the probe and a possible criminal indictment is a test of the Fed's independence. Scott MacFarlane has more. Scott, good morning. This is extraordinary.
Yeah, Vlad, good morning. The president faces accusations of politically motivated investigations. The administration denies this, but this is the latest in a series of Department of Justice probes they've launched, including those against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. A judge dismissed both of those cases.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell confirmed he is now the target of a federal investigation.
This unprecedented action should be seen in the broader context of the administration's threats and ongoing pressure.
Powell says the investigation is focused on his testimony to the U.S. Senate last summer about renovations to Federal Reserve Board offices that Trump has claimed were too expensive. Powell has acknowledged the $2.5 billion project exceeded initial estimates. A Justice Department spokesperson told CBS News the Attorney General has instructed her U.S. attorneys to prioritize investigating any abuse of taxpayer dollars. But the Federal Reserve is self-funded.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
In an interview with NBC News, Trump said, quote, "I don't know anything about it, but he's certainly not very good at the Fed, and he's not very good at building buildings." Powell, appointed to his office in Trump's first term, has been a frequent, high-profile target for Trump in his second term.
I'd love to fire his ass. He should be fired. Guy's grossly incompetent.
Trump has repeatedly blasted Powell for not lowering interest rates fast enough.
He's been wrong. That's why I call him too late. He's too late. Jerome Too Late Powell.
Despite the Fed's independence from politics, Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan recently told Face the Nation upsetting that independence could have consequences.
The market will punish people if we don't have an independent Fed, and everybody knows that.
Powell alone does not decide interest rates. His term as Fed chair ends in May, but he remains on the board of governors until 2028. There is already Republican pushback to this. Retiring North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis says he now questions the independence of the Department of Justice and will oppose any Federal Reserve nominees until the investigation is resolved. Adriana.
All right, Scott, thank you so much.